Where's it come from?
Out here getting buckets. You know how he do. He also plays music during the show because he doesn't know how to turn the volume down on his phone. Oh, fat fingered it over there. Damn. Imagine being this guy. Imagine being him right now. Ruining his own podcast by continually playing shit.
Bro, what makes it worse? See, now he's got to announce it. What makes it worse? Definitely about that. Ready when you are.
I'm quite ready.
And we back up in this bitch like, whoa. You know what I'm saying? No condom, raw dog in it, out here. This is the Hold It Down podcast. Just call us Gravity at this point. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause that's what we do. I'll be your host, Saquon, Wonton Quan, Genghis Quan, Quanzel Washington. Actually, I recently learned that it might be Quinzel Washington, since apparently that nigga's name is Denzel, not Denzel. We've been saying that shit wrong this whole time. It's crazy. But yeah, here's my co-host.
It's your main man, the Unstoppable Bloodbath, back at it again with the Hold On podcast. Still here in the kitchen. This is the Hold On podcast where we talk hip-hop and battle rap culture as a whole.
Hey.
The show's broken into a couple parts. We got our hip-hop shenanigans, aka Quanser, part of the show.
Hey.
We do an actual battle review. Then we do our Artists of the Week and closing remarks. This week, no battle review. This is going to be a best of episodes. This is going to be a recap of the year 2022. So,
And we ain't never capping.
nope, can't cap.
I don't even wear a hat, nigga.
Nope,
Don't ever disrespect me like that.
always showing scout.
Every single time.
But yeah, you already heard from our co-host, the great Quancy Billups himself.
My nigga, what the fuck? Where does it come from,
You know
bro?
what I'm saying?
Where's it come from?
Out here getting buckets. You know how he do. He also plays music during the show because he doesn't know how to turn the volume down on his phone. Oh, fat fingered it over there. Damn. Imagine being this guy. Imagine
Bro,
being him right now.
What makes it so
Ruining
bad?
his own podcast by continually playing
This
shit.
fucking ass an article. Bro, what makes it worse, see now he's got to announce it. What makes it worse is I was definitely about to try to do the old sound effects, just one more for the end of the year.
One more time.
So it could be in the mic and sound horrible. But I like, you know how you don't use the app for a minute, it just it gets rid of itself.
It does.
I was trying to download it back on the slide, and all of a sudden I get the shit, and all of a sudden now it has commercials. This shit ain't never had commercials before,
And
so it fucked up everything.
And it was very embarrassing, wasn't it? I bet you felt real dumb.
I mean, hey, you know who my mom is, so I don't get embarrassed. But that shit was definitely just annoying for no fucking reason.
I'm not sorry to hear that. So yeah, this Hold Down podcast. We're gonna start with we're gonna start with some somber news.
Basically,
You are an idiot.
that's what I deserve right now.
You are an idiot.
I'm about to try it on different angles because this nigga
You are an
got
idiot.
a stupid ass filter
It
on
picked it up.
What? So it picks up that? But if I try to use the bomb, that's fucked up. Wait, hold on.
Anyway. Yeah.
Damn, it sounds so good with bombs. All right, but
What
yeah,
else, man?
let's get into the article.
We're gonna start with some somber news this week.
Yes,
R.I.P. to Big Scar.
R.I.P. Man.
I didn't even find out because I wasn't really on my phone during Christmas,
Yeah,
like around Christmas. So I found out like a couple of days ago. I was on Apple Music. I was pulling up some. I was bumping Big 30. Shouts to Big 30.
shout out to Big 30.
I was about to look up some Big Scar, and then I saw it had a remembering Big Scar section. I said, "What we need to remember that nigga for?"
Yeah, he's still here. What you mean?
I had to do my Googles, and I said, "Oh shit!"
Yep.
I had no idea that he had passed a couple of days ago. So R.I.P. Big Scar. That one hurt. He was definitely on the come up.
For sure.
It's like,
He was one of the So Icy boys, man.
yeah, the only nigga out here still spinning is Big 30.
For sure.
Cause Shiesty Lot, Scar
Yeah.
passed. Only thing we got left is 30.
Yeah, Memphis represented. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Now
bro.
the new 1017 is still cooking a little bit, but you know,
Out of
rest
their
in-
squad, yeah,
yeah,
it's just him.
So rest in peace, Big Scar, man. That shit crazy. That shit crazy. You know what? Really, the thing that sucked about it the most is I saw it and I was numb. I feel like we seen niggas die so much. I
Mhm.
almost didn't even feel the way. I was just like,
Mhm.
you know what I felt bad for? I felt bad for, and we're gonna talk about this too. But I felt bad that I saw the news on the day of like the Megan and Tory verdict and shit.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh man, his death's gonna get looked over because it's happening the same day as this. That's what I felt bad for. Like I didn't even. It was like it's like so many rappers died. I couldn't even feel bad. Like, oh man, he died. It's like, oh, niggas ain't even gonna know, or it's not even gonna be talked about because there's bigger news going on right now. That's what's fucked up. But rest in peace, a Big Scar, man. Dope rapper.
Yeah.
Dope rapper. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I got put on to through you. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like, I was fucking with him too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was definitely fucking with him for sure.
So yeah, that's like the saddest news that we got to talk about.
Yeah.
The rest of the news is I'm gonna hit the battle rap stuff quickly, just because the last thing is probably gonna be the main thing people care about. So the battle rap. Apparently, K-Shine said he's done fucking with URL. He said smacking them niggas fake, them niggas flawed. They fucking with his paper.
He's done. He's leaving.
So now he's not the first nigga to come out and say things like this, because Av said he don't fuck with Smack. He'll never battle on URL again either. But Av said that a while ago. So K-Shine made a video. Well, he was live in the video. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He went live talking about how basically Beasley and Smack are trying to keep him under contract, but the contract's already void because of Daylight. So he said he was supposed to battle Daylight. The battle never happened. He said that was supposed to be his last contracted battle. He said, but once Daylight didn't show up, the contract was breached. So that contract is null and void.
Yeah.
He's saying that they're still trying to hold him to that and renegotiate with him, try to get another battle going. He's like, I really don't want to do that. I just want to be out of my contract and battle somewhere else because these niggas are blocking my battles. He said he tries to go to other leagues and battle, but URL sends their lawyers and police after him and be like, nah, he's still on the contract. He can't battle. So he said that they won't send a release form to people saying that he's not with them because he said he's been trying to battle other places and the URL is blocking his bag. He said it would be different if they would just be like, all right, yeah, bro, go get your money over here. You still good with us. He's like, but they shutting down me getting other money, but then they also don't want to book me for more battles. So he's like, I'm really fucked all around.
Yeah, and I ain't gonna lie, if that's how they really practice and shit, that is gonna be the downfall of Smack. Because
a lot of people been saying they've been doing shit like this for years. A lot of other leagues don't fuck with them because of the way that they treat other leagues.
Yeah, and battle rappers, because it's why like we are fans of it. Like for one thing, one of the niggas we know that I feel like we've reviewed the most on this podcast, A Ward. Like why hasn't the politics of why hasn't he had a Euro battle? You know what I'm saying? Like why? And it's always obvious. Like we know that they pay the most, but it's like, as I've said to you before, it always just sucks that
we don't know if they pay the most.
Well, we could assume. I assume they pay the most just because I feel like one thing I've always seen is niggas always treat that stage like it's the best. Shoot, Daylight is even quoted as being like, I would not battle in any other league. Smack is it. But
that's because Daylight fucked his name up in other leagues.
I was say now it sounds crazy now.
That's what I'm saying.
But
Daylight be doing this shit to himself.
Yeah.
The only reason I don't want to go with that assumption, right, is because I watch UFC. UFC is the biggest MMA promotion in the world by far. Their fighters have some of the least payouts in all of MMA organizations.
And that's terrible.
People leave the UFC to fight in organizations that aren't as popular but get paid way more money.
And
so it's like
crazy.
Just because you're the biggest don't mean you pay the best. So that's why it's easy for me to believe that Smack not giving them niggas the most money. It's because their name is so big. They're like, oh, we Smack. We don't need you.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
I believe they paid the best just because I've always seen URL performances be the best. Like I feel like our actual favorite battle, like actual favorite battles, come from URL. The only time it doesn't come from URL if it's a battler that's really like the king in another league, because then it's like why would you leave being a king here to be a peasant here? Of course,
I feel
you know what I'm saying. Or it's niggas that try to get on URL, but for some reason Smack don't want to let niggas on, or he don't give niggas the love they deserve. So they just rather stay where they're celebrated. You know what I'm saying? But even I quoted saying here, the last one we saw, which was it was Geechee Gotti versus
what, like the last battle we did?
Yeah, the last
that was Geechee Gotti versus Kitchen Clean.
I was like, I would want to see this battle again, but see it on URL because I feel like on URL niggas try the most.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's almost an obvious difference. Like I feel like we could see, like we seen Sue Surf really do well this year.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if I see Sue Surf battle and it's not URL, I'm gonna see a quality difference. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I believe they pay the most, because I feel like niggas try the most. But other than that, niggas have been talking about these bad business practices and just how like, because that shit just, I just hate always seeing, whether it don't matter what color, creed, or whatever, people in power are always gonna act like people in power, and because of that shit, everything's gonna be business. So it's not gonna be real nigga moves, real nigga time, or all the other shit. It's gonna be niggas backbiting, niggas trying to stop niggas from doing shit because they just want to be the only one in power, the only one getting money. You know what I'm saying? They want to be the only one selling crack on this block. You can't come and serve over here, type shit. And that shit just be messing up the culture as a whole, because niggas just money hungry. Like K-Shine shouldn't be in a situation. It's a stupid situation to be on, and not on K-Shine's part. It's like from the niggas holding them, it's like, I feel like he has a valid reason. Like, yo, he's done more than enough for y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like just off respect alone, business or whatever, off respect alone, if he's saying he doesn't want to be in this contract and y'all niggas is doing all this foul shit, let the nigga go.
Yeah, so he went and made the video talking about something. Everybody just started messaging at URL free K-Shine. Like he kept saying, I don't want to battle for these niggas no more. I'm done with these niggas. I don't want to battle for them, because I'm not gonna sit here and go off and go on no rant and get personal. I'm just saying I don't want to battle these niggas. I don't fuck with them like that no more.
Niggas trying to hold me.
So then Beasley
and hold me.
Beasley did an interview with Uncle Ra, because Uncle Ra was at the most recent event. They called it Outside.
Yeah. He was disappointed in him.
Yeah, he said he was disappointed in him, and he don't like when people go out in the media and say stuff and all that. Beasley said he likes to conduct business. He don't like going to the media and making statements. He said he hadn't even fully seen what K-Shine had said at that moment. He just heard people was telling him that K-Shine was saying he wanted to release his contract. Beasley said basically nothing. He's been like a whole 12 minutes saying nothing.
Listen, where's Beasley? Is Beasley from New York?
I don't know. Most likely.
I will say this I personally hate when my people are really good at talking for a long time and saying nothing.
He said absolutely nothing.
It's so annoying.
The only kernel of information I found from him that was interesting is when he said, I'm fine negotiating with K-Shine and doing and getting if he wants to be released, that's fine. But he said something about as long as he pays us back the money we advanced him.
Niggas sound like a major label.
And
that's what's going to make niggas act different, because now all these other leagues, I'm sure other leagues probably have practices like this, but now we got the battle rap leagues acting like a major label instead of just a venue or an avenue to get money. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They're acting more like whereas they were acting like a show venue. Now they're acting like a major label. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's different. It's not the same at all.
Very different.
So essentially, he's trying to say that K-Shine took an advance and still has to perform, is what it sounds like. And K-Shine was saying his last performance was supposed to be the Daylight thing. That fell through. So then it's supposed to battle Jack Boy. Jack Boy got sick, had a lupus flare up that night. So then he couldn't do that last battle. So now,
understandable.
K-Shine was like, it was just such a fucking coincidence that this is the day that Jack Boy can't battle. This is supposed to be my last battle on URL, bro. And I was supposed to be done with this shit. Yeah. He said, now he's like, my contract really void. The last two battles I was supposed to do didn't take place, and it wasn't my fault. I was there and I was prepared. Yeah. He said, so I should be released from my contract if this shit's void. So he said he spoke to lawyers about it. He said he's not trying to get lawyers and stuff involved, but he said, yo, it's just do right by me, bro, so we can both go on about our business.
And if Beasley's a man of his word, then I feel like that's pretty fair. Or at least, now if you want to be on real nigga time, I say maybe give back half. It's not like he didn't want to do his part. He did his part. Just the other side didn't.
Battles.
So it's like, I can understand niggas not wanting him to run off with the whole check because shit didn't work out.
Yeah, but, I understand not giving him his front and back end because he didn't perform. Well, we only get the back end after he performed.
Yeah, but I would say, he tried to perform it. He tried to do his part. So I'd say maybe give back half or some shit or a percentage. I feel like that's pretty fair. Usually
ends like MMA again, like sports. If you and your opponent supposed to make weight, right? Let's say we both agree to fight at 205. If I make 205 and you weigh in at 208, that means that 40% of your money automatically goes to me. because you couldn't make weight. So you lose 40% of your purse,
Mm.
whether you win or lose.
And I ain't gonna lie. If that shit happen, nigga, I'll make sure all that whole 3 pounds is all muscle, man. Nigga.
That's what I'm saying.
Now I'm mad.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Somebody throw a chair.
That's how sports works. Like combat sports work. Like if you don't make weight, that's why niggas be killing themselves to make weight, because it's money if you don't make weight.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like since it's like a title fight.
Yeah.
Let's say that you were the champ. You came into the fight as champion.
Yeah.
If you show up and you don't make weight,
Mhm.
you're automatically not champion no more.
That's crazy.
Even before the fight starts, you're stripped. Even then, if you beat me, let's say that you already lost your belt and you beat me, and I still lose to you, they still won't put the belt back on you. You have to fight again to re-earn your own belt.
Nigga, you could lose. You could lose to a Thanksgiving dinner, my nigga.
Yeah, and it happens. Look, it happens a lot. Making weight is the craziest part of combat sports, but that's not what this is about.
They should make it in that. They should make it at least like a
You have like
a region.
You have like a point and a half, like a pound and a half. I think that you can go over.
I still feel like that's a lot, but I'm also not a person that's an athlete, so like I know with my weight it's a different thing, but I feel like when you're an athlete, you have a lot more control and know what you're doing a lot more to be in that realm.
The weight classes are very strategic, so that's not what the show's about. But since you asked, niggas choose to fight at weight classes because they think they have an advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
So there's niggas who will cut down to 185, knowing that they walk around at 210 on a regular basis. But they know if I cut down to 185, I'll be bigger than a lot of the other guys in this weight class. Yeah. And then once I rehydrate after the weigh-in, I'll be back up to like 190, 188, and I'll be more full off water weight. So I'll be back natural. I'm stronger than most people at 185 and bigger than them. I have more reach and makes more sense. I have a bigger competitive advantage if I cut all this weight. Yeah. And so when they not in fight cam mode, they be walking around 200 plus pounds. But when it's time for a fight, they cutting down. That's everybody in combat sports. Very few people fight at their regular walking around weight class. You got to be elite if you think, I don't. Look, nigga, I'm so nice. I don't got to cut 15, 20 pounds to fight a nigga to get an advantage. I'm just like that. Very few niggas fight at natural weight class.
I got you. Okay. Makes sense.
Except for the heavy niggas. Heavy niggas, they have no choice. If you walk around 300, you not cutting to 205. It's over with. You might as well stay a heavyweight, nigga. And heavyweight, I think the limit is 265. And some niggas be struggling to make 265.
Mm-hmm. Come to hold it down for your MMA facts and news.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite
That way,
sports.
the hold it down means something else. Sounds more like grappling.
Yeah, sure. That makes sense.
We just probably gave somebody a good idea for a MMA podcast. You know what I'm saying? Remember what you heard it here first.
Speaking of niggas getting held down, Hitman and Easy was apparently supposed to be on Chrome 23. They announced it. Okay. Hitman came out saying that Smack and Beasley trying to block his battle and don't want to let him battle over there on Chrome 23. Remember, Chrome 23, that's Remy Ma's league. That league is new. Yeah. It was all posted. It's supposed to be all love. You know what I'm saying? She was showing up at URL events. URL showed up to her events being all friendly and shit. And now she's starting to see the other side of why niggas don't fuck with them. I ain't gonna lie. Because now they already trying to block battles.
Yeah, Smack acting real Republican with all these freaking blocking niggas and shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's acting real uncultured like.
Exactly. So niggas are starting to speak out again like, yo, what's up? Then they really need to get this together because Easy's one of the rising stars.
Yeah.
And so Easy's supposed to
I feel he already rose.
Yeah, I feel you. Easy's like one of the main faces in URL right now. And we ain't seen him in a little bit. So
he was having back-to-back legend battles.
Yeah, exactly. We ain't seen him in a minute, so we don't know what's up with him. Maybe they ain't came to an agreement on his paper, or maybe he just tired of their politics. We don't know. At least I don't know.
Maybe again, so it's starting to turn into. I feel like Smack is fucking up the culture at this point.
So now that battle was announced. It was supposed to be Hitman versus Easy on Chrome 23. Screese is saying it's getting blocked. It's not going to go through. Hitman was even tweeting about it. He's like, y'all, I don't even be tweeting much, but yeah, these niggas trying to block my battle, bro. Like,
that shit crazy.
These niggas be doing shady business over there, and it fucks up the culture.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly how I feel. You hit it right on the head. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Clean as his teeth. But yeah,
sad.
Very sad.
You just want to see everybody respects other artists and just want to see niggas get money. Yeah, bro, go battle over there. Like, there's no reason to be signing exclusive contracts in battle rap. Right? There's enough other leagues that you should just be able to go battle. Everybody should just be an independent contractor.
Yeah, bro. Like, it don't make. I feel like shit like this don't make sense. It makes sense business wise, yeah, but it's like niggas don't understand that and shit like this. The fans don't understand, nor do they care or respect business. They care about the culture.
And you'll never be able to get the big battles you want because niggas be under these exclusive contracts or in certain organizations only.
Yeah,
It's more similar to boxing in that sense because boxing has that issue where there's so many different leagues and belts that niggas will never have to fight each other because, like, look, I only fight with this belt for this league, so I'll never have to fight the other champ in that league and that shit. Like, there's so many super fights that just won't happen because of organization. There's so many different boxing organizations.
Yeah,
and it should just be, all right, we want to battle. Who want to pay us the most to battle?
Yeah,
that's it. That's all it should take.
Basically, go the Floyd Mayweather route. But hey,
but then Floyd made his own promotion, so now Floyd's on it too. So
yeah. Which I ain't mad at that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it. If you're about making money, I'm not against it. I understand what he's doing.
For sure.
It's annoying, but I understand it.
Come to hold it down for your boxing facts and news.
Yeah, combat sports, bro. I fuck with them. So anyway, that's it for the battle rap news. Now we're getting to the actual heavy topic. This is another serious topic. Tory and Meg. So we haven't spoken on this since it happened. So it's been years since we've officially spoken on this.
Yeah, now we're officially here. We've gotten to, I guess, the end of this debacle.
Yes, we reached a verdict, and it was as we assumed earlier. That nigga did it. That nigga is guilty. Even if you want to say, oh, he didn't do it. He was just, you know, it was inconclusive. Okay. Well, they said he was guilty, so there's nothing else to really talk about. And then
cue the Uncle Ruckus.
Exactly.
Guilty. Hang that nigga now. I got the rope right here.
And so now that thing going around making the news in the media, right? There's people are using the wrong words. They're saying that audio recordings have been leaked. It's not true. They're not leaked. After a trial is over, all the evidence is public
information.
So now people are going back and pulling out all the evidence that wasn't like addressed earlier. So they have recordings of him basically admitting to doing it.
Yeah, it's like, and I've even seen this. Like, of course, this is what I like about some of the people that I follow. They've all felt one way before, which everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's why we've kind of fell back from saying how we may feel about things that have come out, because you risk sounding dumb, and then it's to some people, it's a sensitive subject, you know, with things involved. So we don't want to say nothing and sound wrong. That's why even, you know, some of the jokes I be having in my head, I leave it because this is people have made a lot of jokes to this, but it's also a pretty serious thing going on. Yeah. But even some people that I follow that have been like not against Megan, but just been like, yo, the court said the prince wasn't on, his prince wasn't on it. This is not that. That is not this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody lying, And it's like, yo, that verdict is fake. They heard that phone call and had at least enough to know. It's like, yo, he did everything but not admit it. Because if he didn't say he did it, but key things is he kept on mentioning, I was so drunk.
He's been
probably never want to talk to me again. Yeah.
He's been saying this for years. Yeah. And I always have people kept overlooking it. Yeah. Like, bro, he's been basically dry snitching on himself for a couple years now. Yeah. And niggas kept overlooking it like, nah, he wouldn't do it. Look at him. He's still out making music, getting money. He's calling her a liar all the time. He been saying he's not doing it. But have you heard the nigga say, she'll never forgive me for this. I was so drunk, I couldn't believe it. You're admitting that you did it. Like, come on, bro.
He did. Like, if niggas even want to, you know, play some or whatever, he did something. Yeah. He did something.
And then the something led to there being gunpowder residue on him. So niggas was like, oh, it was other places too. Okay, cool. That's why there was so many prints. It was inconclusive to say it was just him. Yeah. But then when you also out here basically admitting to the crowd, my nigga, that's more damning. Bruh. Like,
that's literally the word that one of my niggas used is like, yo, I take everything back. I'm sorry. That phone call was damning evidence.
Yes, bruh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and bruh, that's one thing I respect. One of the people I respect, you know, Tony the Closer, you know, used to be on the Gilly podcast. He had posted the audio on Instagram, and one thing he was definitely saying in the caption, he was like, "Ain't no way they tell y'all in the beginning that this phone call is being recorded, and then y'all talk like this." You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. It literally says this is being recorded, and then he goes on to say, "I'm sorry, man. I was just so drunk. She's probably not gonna ever talk to me again. I'm just sorry for everything that happened." What are you sorry for then, Tory? What are you sorry for then? And I ain't gonna lie, I was almost starting to feel bad too, because it was looking like he was innocent at one point. It was almost looking like it. So I was like, yo, we definitely are on here saying, even though, you know, niggas be sensitive, so they'll take out the specifics we put on it. We definitely said if he did it, then fuck him. But if you ever heard, we already a small podcast, but if you ever heard it, he would just hear niggas was talking about fuck me and da-da-da, right? So I was like, yo.
And then he would have came and tried to beat us up because that's how he solves everything. He's always in a fight with somebody. I don't think people realize Tory Lanez has a
history of violence.
He's always attacking somebody.
He doesn't.
So he definitely would have tried to pull up on us if he saw us.
Yes, he definitely.
We would have got August out seen it.
And I ain't gonna lie, that might have been the best thing for us. That would have been our shine of light. I'm definitely listen. I don't care how short he is. I'm getting my ass whooped.
You trying to be like Cam Cold-Hearted and
everything, nigga. Knock him out. Me, don't know. I'll tell you, yo, the second that nigga poked me, I'll be like, oh my god, it was Tory Lanez. He hit me. Oh, nigga. That's gonna be the one time I get real cloudy. You know what I'm saying? Cloudy with a chance of money, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I want all that shit. For sure. Like,
but yeah, so I don't think we've ever said is I've always been in the stance I believe everything Megan said because this story was just too ridiculous for him to have not done it. The only situation I could have seen that would have made him not look crazy is if the friend would have done it. But then Megan's been consistently saying, no, she didn't shoot me. It was him. And then his actions continually led me to believe this nigga is guilty. And I've stood on that ever since. Now, I gave room to be wrong. Like, all right, if they find out or if they have more evidence comes out that shows he didn't do it, I'll be open to saying, all right, this nigga's innocent. Yeah. But not at one point in time have I ever started with this nigga's innocent. Because it was too much shit that said he was guilty. You're supposed to be you're innocent until proven guilty. That's how the court's supposed to work. Yeah. But when you start coming out of the media saying this shit he was saying, nigga, you guilty. Yeah. You did this shit. Yeah. Sir, you shot her. Admit it, nigga. Just go ahead and admit this shit, bruh. It wasn't Rock Nation. It wasn't Jay-Z.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie.
Did you know that Jay-Z was a bitch? Did you know that?
That was blowing minds, bro. You know that? That was blowing minds.
I didn't know that.
When his fucking father was like, do we want Jay-Z and Rock Nation? I was like, see, now you cloudy with a chance of looking like a meatball. Like you bugging. Why are you going after Jay-Z and Rock Nation?
So you saying that you didn't know Jay-Z was a bitch? Because I didn't know either until Tory Lanez dad.
I highly disagree with Jay-Z being a bitch, nigga. I'm about to listen to DJ Khaled's song "God Did" today just to hear a 5-minute Jay-Z verse today. All right?
I had no idea that Rock Nation was involved in this. Do you think Jay-Z was in the car also?
He was nowhere near the shit. Here's what I know. I knew something was gonna go down just because niggas still forget that. To my knowledge. And you know the facts, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. But niggas still forget there wasn't like Kylie Jenner involved in the altercation also.
There was coming from Kylie Jenner's house.
Yeah, and the shit happened in Beverly Hills.
There was all up coming from Kylie Jenner's house, and then so they was riding back, and then that's when it all blew up. And the saddest part is this is funny, but it's not funny. It's not, but it.
That's why I've been trying to watch what I say.
I didn't think that this nigga really said. Dance, bitch, dance.
I was like, I
didn't want to believe that was real.
Because I was just like, first of all, who says that? Second, in a real life situation.
It's this nigga pulled a Yosemite Sam. I said, nah, bro. I remember when niggas was making that joke on Twitter when it first came out, I said, I was laughing like, bro, this shit's so funny, it's not real. Niggas will never do that.
Niggas said,
but then when I read in multiple reports that Megan stated,
he said, dance, bitch.
He said, dance, bitch. Started shooting. I said, he really did this shit.
This nigga thought he was the roughest, toughest hombre to ever walk the Grandy,
bro. He really did this shit. I said, nigga, you crazy.
Bro.
Who says this?
I don't understand.
So yeah,
I knew somebody was gonna get arrested because they don't play about y'all niggas think y'all rich. They don't play about y'all shooting up shit in Beverly Hills, bro.
They don't.
That's why unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Biggie murder can go unsolved for so many years. But nigga, when they got Pop Smoke, they found them niggas. Why? Because that shit was in Beverly Hills. You ain't about to fuck up their money areas. You ain't about to bring their property value down. You know what I mean? So you better watch where you letting that gun off, my nigga. They'll come find your ass. Keep on trying to shoot shit up around white folks. All right, keep thinking it's Compton still. You know what I'm saying? You gotta relax.
Yeah, that shit, bro.
They was gonna get somebody. It was like, nah, we gonna keep it.
Oh yeah,
this shit until somebody going down.
They was the ones that it wasn't Megan. Megan didn't start that investigation. Megan kept on to act like she didn't get shot. She told the people at the scene like, I stepped on some glass or whatever. But then as this nigga kept coming out talking, she said, like, you know what? I was shot, nigga, and you the one that did it. Like that's how it really got bigger. And then it was like, finally, we could pin somebody to this gun. And so what really happened with it? Like you know what I'm saying, like,
and it's crazy because like that's one of the things that made me believe it too, is the fact that like her stance was, it was like, yo, why didn't you say in the first place that you were shot? Well, because, you know, it was during the George Floyd time, you know what I'm saying? Tensions were high. Police were shooting black men. I didn't want him to get shot. I didn't want him to die over this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I feel like I felt that only because, you know, I've been on here before to say like, yo, it's a black woman's compassion for us that much that she could be in that situation and still think to protect them. You know what I'm saying? Hence, even the shit I've said, like when niggas was trying to get at Drake for mentioning SZA in that bar, and then niggas did the math. I was like, "Oh, you used to date SZA back in 2008. She was 17, my nigga. What was you doing?" And then SZA had to SZA, who hardly ever is in anything,
that's
had to took it upon herself to clean it up, and was like, "I don't even know why he said that. We dated in 2009." You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that the black woman just always wants to have that compassion for her fellow man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I'm like, no.
He went and fucked it up. He went and dragged her through the mud and brought other niggas with him. And honestly, I just feel bad for Meg, because Meg's career is gonna be in a crazy place for a while until the weirdo niggas finally start giving her respect. It was too many niggas who was against her, and that's the saddest thing. The niggas just didn't want to believe that she could be told the truth. It was too much people wanting to believe in people that they don't know. People like, sorry, could never do this. You don't know that nigga. Don't put shit past people you don't know. And don't even put shit past people you do know. There's way too many situations where niggas be finding out, yeah, bro, my cousin was a serial killer. I had no idea. That shit happens a lot.
Oh, Uncle, what you call it, really did touch her. Like, y'all niggas gotta stop that shit, bro.
And if a nigga come out with a story like this, believe them. The only victim I didn't immediately believe was Juicy Smoulier, because that whole story was crazy. There was one of those situations where, bro, I'll be believing victims, but that nigga was lying and we all knew it.
I ain't never got my ass whipped for some damn Subway. You know
at 2:00 in the morning,
and got bleach poured on me
in freezing Chicago weather as a celebrity
with MAGA hats.
I'm walking the Subway.
There's so many. It's so many details. Like, you know what's fucked up? I know somebody specifically. I ain't gonna mention their names, but I know somebody that lies. But every time they lie, it's always some extravagant shit. And it sounded like one of her lies. It was like, it's mad details to it, mad exaggerated shit. So many things that had to perfectly be in line for this to work. And it's just like, what? Like, what? Come on, son.
So yeah, I just feel bad for Megan. Hopefully people finally give her peace and leave her alone.
Yeah,
man. I think
she's been through enough.
Yeah, she really been through enough. I just hope that for now that all the evidence is out there of this nigga basically admitting it, people will finally stop talking shit and talking bad on her name and trying to bash her just for existing. And this is again why people don't want to come forward with their stories, because then they become the victims in their tragedy that happened to them. Well, they become the assailant in the tragedy that actually happened to them, because she was the victim. It didn't seem like it to a lot of niggas on the internet, but she was the victim this entire time, and nobody wanted to believe her, take her seriously. So, and
unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna happen, because you know what? We always get revealed that niggas really don't fuck with black women, you know,
or women
in general. You know what I'm saying? I still remember to this day. I won't say the nigga name. I know who I'm talking about though. But when Hillary was running for president, and how many niggas would come out and be like, "I ain't voting for her." Well, why? Because she's a woman. Niggas felt comfortable saying that shit.
And they didn't have good logic. They were dumb.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, son. So it's just that should be the bullshit, because and I even hate it when some people would have that argument, because it wasn't they would have the argument and it would have nothing to do with Megan. It would just be to push an agenda or how they feel. But it comes from somewhere, and it's because a lot of these niggas really just be like, "Oh, the bitch lying," automatically, and it's like, bruh.
Why was she, like, in this situation? It made no sense for her to be lying on him. She was a bigger artist than him,
and she was on top at the time.
She was
why
big.
Would you like?
Why is she starting to lie on a nigga that's smaller than her? He was trying to get to where she at. She has everything to lose in this situation. There's no reason for her to make up this story about him shooting her. It's not going to help her image. It's only going to hurt her image. She already popping.
Yeah. It would make no sense for her to just take this route. That's why I would have been almost really disappointed if it wasn't true. Because I'm just
if it came out that the friend actually shot her or she actually shot herself or something,
yeah,
I'd be like, damn, Meg, you really down bad, bro. But
she would have been up out of here. I ain't gonna. She would have been up out of here.
It would have been real bad for her and honestly every other woman, because niggas would have held this up as the craziest thing, like, and no other woman would have been believed for a very long time.
And I would have blamed Rock Nation.
Look, bro, I'm telling you, it would have been bad for women, respectfully, because niggas wouldn't have believed shit.
Yeah, because especially all these fresh and fit ass niggas, they can't wait for a woman to publicly be wrong so they can shit on her like niggas ain't wrong every day, B.
Every day.
You know what I'm saying? The only thing that would make me somewhat skeptical about it is the fact that the world's so fucked up and crazy these days that a celebrity would fuck up their chance like this.
Niggas will fabricate stuff to get ahead, but there was situations where it just wasn't adding up.
Like Empire, bro. Like you're not on one of the top shows. You were on the top show with black people. Like you were on the top black show, and you fucked it up for what? What were you gonna gain from this? Like what were you gonna gain from if everybody believed you? And then what makes it even worse, you make the people that did believe you or did side with you look stupid.
They look crazy now.
Because I remember there was a few people that was like, nah, I still side with you, and they look dumb. You know what I'm saying? I understand. So it's like crazy. Like
in situations like, look, I try not to speak too much on situations I know nothing about. When people have whole stories, this is what really happened. You weren't there. You wasn't in the car.
Yeah,
like if I wasn't in the car, so I can't never definitively say this is what happened. So it's best if I just shut up and wait for the facts to come out. I don't like when niggas start coming around talking on the net about shit they don't know about. I don't like it in person.
Yeah.
So I damn sure not gonna do it on my fucking show and spread false information.
On our shit, Hold It Down podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like, comment, and subscribe, you feel me? But yeah, man, they the one thing, the ugliest part of this whole thing hasn't even been the actual case. It's been how other people have reacted to it and how people have showed their ass.
Yeah, people have been spinning shit. And it just shows that niggas do not believe in protecting women.
At all.
Black women specifically. They don't protect women at all because these niggas love to praise abusers. And it's really sad how much of the industry was on Tory's side.
For real.
It's really sad.
For real.
How many niggas in the industry did not want to believe Megan and take her seriously. There's too many niggas who was out here talking about some Meg fucking up Tory bag and stuff like, nigga, he shot her. And how this is past the bag.
Yeah, bro. How niggas like and how niggas just can't be neutral.
And how many niggas didn't want to speak on the situation, like, look, I don't want to talk about it because I might still want to work with Tory. Not because you're waiting for the facts, not because you want to hear the whole story, you don't know what's going on. It's because I still might want to work with Tory in the future, so I'm not gonna say nothing.
Yo,
what, nigga?
The industry's so fucked up, niggas can't even stand by real shit. We couldn't even if we had an actual like platform, if we was like on some barstool sports type shit, like if we were signed, it would almost be a risk for us to say that, hey, I don't know if Tory did it, I don't know if Megan's lying. All I know is I stand by black women. I don't want no woman to be shot, and I feel like that's a fucked up situation if she was shot. Let's just wait for the verdict. Niggas would still be like, oh, he's siding with Megan, or niggas praying for Tory's downfall, some shit. Like, you can't even stand by real shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you. Now, if we had a parent company who was vested in either side of this, it would be a lot more tricky for us. And it's like, I understand niggas who are in those situations. Like, if your job is like, look, we literally can't speak on this side of the argument because our parent company is Rock Nation.
Yeah, we'd have to be a little more political.
Yeah, but we don't. We can just tell the truth. Now, some niggas.
Now, since like we said before, the verdict is that Tory did that shit. So you know what?
Now we can talk about it. Fuck him. Fuck that nigga.
Fuck him, even if he's celibate.
And it's like, especially since we got all the evidence now, all the damning evidence of him saying that he did this shit. I don't want to hear none of that shit, bro. I don't want to hear shit from dumb niggas on the internet or in person. If you try to, like, it's too many niggas who was like, man, Megan trying to fuck up his career. What?
For what?
Career?
You know what I'm saying?
He was like, don't get me wrong, we liked his music. We both admitted we liked his music. We thought his music was getting better.
Nigga,
he really was finna break out.
I was on here saying that, like, yo, I ain't gonna lie, not listening to Tory Lanez kind of hurts a little bit because I definitely liked him and the style he had. Like, he was in all. He did the trap rap good, the sing song he rap good. He did the Caribbean type vibes good.
Yeah, very.
He was even good on the R&B shit.
He was good.
He was a very really well rounded artist.
He was indeed.
You know what I'm saying? So art wise, he's great. But I'm not one of the people that separate the artist from the art, at least musically.
Yeah, I don't usually do that either.
You know what I'm saying?
He was always getting in some shit, and then this shit happened. I was like, all right, bro, you done.
Yeah,
that's it for you. And like I said, like right before this happened, he had dropped the Terry Sprunger, the song with T-Pain, had one of the biggest songs of the year with T-Pain.
Yeah, man.
And then he dropped that I ain't been broken a minute. That was hard.
That was so hard.
That was hard.
And what made it even worse, bro?
So it's like we not coming from a place of I never liked that nigga. No, we actually liked his music.
That's what made it worse. We were critical of you because we liked you. And we wanted you to win. Like, you were right at the place. That's what really fucked me up as a person trying to be in the industry, is like, you were just getting out of your deal. So you were really like in the space that I want to see more artists get to, which they have their deal, they fulfill the contract, they still got their fans, still got their name. So now they decide to go the independent route. Why? Because I worked this hard. Now I can really see the fruits of my labor instead of going to another label just to be upset over there. It's like, you know what? I know what that works now. So I have my own money. I can use my resources to get my own team and have more of my funds. He was in that place. You know what I'm saying? So even him, I don't know if he's had a hit since then, because I haven't been checking for his shit.
I stopped listening. So I know people have been saying he still releases music and does.
For sure, he's been releasing tapes like crazy. I know that much. You know what I mean? I even took one day. I was like, you know what? I don't know. I ain't heard a verdict yet. I took one day. I'm gonna start listen to his music again and shut it off because I really missed the nigga. I'm not even gonna hold you. He was good on everything. The videos were good. You know what I'm saying? The fits was good. You know what I'm saying? Like I like this nigga, bro. So it hurt me when he was in this situation because I'm like, fuck, he fucked it up. Like, you really could, because I was even almost thinking, I was like, yo, okay, he just got out of a deal. He's about to be on some Chance the Rapper shit. He's about to be really independent and get this independent money and make independent hits because he's still a hit maker. You know what I'm saying? No Young Berg. You know what I mean? Like, so maybe the industry was plotting against him. Maybe they set him up type shit. Like, I was even thinking that, like, because I was just like, yo, he's really about to, like, his star is about to shine now. Like, this, all that other shit, that was for us to get attention. And now he's really about to be the star. Like, he's really about to get that, like, that legend status, like that shit we're gonna know him for. And I guess I didn't know what I was saying. I said it wrong because I thought it was gonna be for music. Now we know him for shooting Megan. That shit crazy, bro. Like, so that shit is really unfortunate and it sucks because, like, now I certified can't listen to that nigga no more because I stand by what I stand by.
Yeah, we can't be out here saying that we protect black women and then listen to abusers like him.
Yeah, and listen, all y'all niggas, y'all got your own minds. If that's how you feel, y'all feel. You know, I personally can't separate the two. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just saw an article of Young Jock saying questioning if he should not listen to R. Kelly no more. I haven't listened to R. Kelly because
I don't stop listening to that nigga. Once the documentary came out, so yo, I can't listen to this nigga. And
it makes it even worse because I feel like the music niggas, like I said, some people can separate the art from the artist. Like, I'll tell you what. I was just on the TV today and considering looking at the Cosby Show. I feel like that part I can separate from.
Yeah, no, the Cosby Show is literally the only one. Yeah, because the Cosby Show is still my favorite show of all time.
Yeah, I can separate that.
Heathcliff, Huxtable, and Bill Cosby are very different niggas completely.
Yeah. But I feel like Tory Lanez and Daystar, you know what I'm saying? They're still similar. Tory Lanez is speaking on Daystar's experiences. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly is speaking on Robert Kelly's experiences. So I can't differentiate that much. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, respect to Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? Much success to her. You know what I mean? And also, I'm going to give her a little piece of advice. She really got to stop fucking with short niggas. Okay, because it's only
been with Party for a minute now.
Yeah, but the only
niggas nigga's tall.
But the only niggas that put smut on her name are short niggas, and that's Tory Lanez and the baby. Yeah, and both of them niggas short. All right, true. So stick with Party or stick with people that are your height.
Yeah, short niggas,
they treat you right.
Short niggas really fucking themselves up right now.
For real,
because short niggas be getting shit on social media, but then when they do shit like this, and then they all start banding together, it's like, bro, this is not short nigga season at all right now.
Yeah, and shout out to Partisan Fontaine. I want that nigga to blow up more just because I feel like his music is geared towards women in a good way, like without being patronizing. He just raps like a nigga that authentic. Like he raps like a nigga that has female friends, female cousins, sisters, a mom. Like he just raps. He raps like a nigga that just like that likes women.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean just the holes on them. Like he actually likes women. And I like a nigga that rap. Like when he raps, I mean he ain't had a hit in a minute, but like when he raps, like the women fuck with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they feel that shit. Like if listen, be around a girl and see how she reacts to that song that he has with Cardi B. You know what I'm saying? Like he's speaking to a woman.
All of her songs.
They say he wrote everything, but like
yeah, I know.
But even
like I said, all of her songs. He's talking about he has his own song.
He has his own song with her.
Yeah. I don't know none of that nigga's music. I just know that he's like a writer for like most of the women rappers.
Yeah, but
he specifically
he but that's another thing. He knows women.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
but even his personal song, like his one hit, like that one spoke to women. Literally in his verse, he's sitting there talking to a woman. And he's like, you know, you like he just knows. He knows it, so I fucks with him. You know what I'm saying? I fucks with him on that level, and I want to see a nigga like that get bigger. Because we have plenty of niggas calling women bitches and disrespected, and I don't love no hoes and don't love no thought type energy. Cool, but I want to see that nigga make another hit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to Partisan Fontaine. Shout out to Megan Thee Stallion. You know what I'm saying? We're glad that this debacle's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? While I never enjoy seeing another black man get arrested. You know what I'm saying? Or go to jail, even if he deserves it. Hey, justice is what it is, man. You shouldn't have shot her.
You shouldn't have shot her.
You know what I'm saying?
Then talked about it.
Basically.
Yeah, bro.
On multiple occasions, bro. On the phone. The shit says it's record. Like,
it was bro. Yeah.
Listen, like niggas say, dumb rappers need teaching, bro. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think that will cover the news topics.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So let the moral of the story be protect black women, or at the very least, don't shoot them.
And also
don't hurt them. Just leave them. If you don't like them, leave them alone.
Also, believe victims who have believable stories.
Yes.
Don't believe Juicy Smoulier because the story was ridiculous.
Yeah.
But most niggas, their stories be pretty realistic. Like, all right, bro, they wouldn't make this up.
Or at the very least, don't be trying to shit on the victim before you're really sure if they're a victim or not.
This is true.
You know what I mean? Because then you're going to come off looking real stupid.
Looking crazy as hell.
You know what I'm saying?
So, now we're going to get into our top moments of the year. So, we're going to do our top battles of the year. We're going to do our top 5. We're also going to do our best album and our project that we reviewed this year. And our performance of the year. It should be interesting. We want to do battles first? Or do you want to do album first?
We can do battles first.
All right, mine, I don't have a particular order for them, but I do have 5. So
I ain't got an order either. I
got QB versus 40 bars. Mainly just because...
Didn't your son die?
Because QB was just saying shit, bro. Like, and I wasn't familiar with her work before that battle. So I didn't know that she was gonna say terrible things for 3 rounds, bro, and find ways to kind of make it rhyme. Because she would just say awful things that you just, bro. It was just like, why would you say that? Like that. Every round was.
It was uncomfortable. Like uncomfortable, bro.
Like, nigga, you thought this was good? Like you really you wrote down and memorized this. You thought this was good. You thought this. Oh, this gonna have the room going crazy.
It's like, oh yeah, like you think that's hard? Wait until I ask her if her grandma died. Like that's some.
Wait till I talk about her kids getting raped. Like nigga, what?
Like bro, like yo, like Childish Gambino could do a whole stand up set just on her battle rapping.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, how do you not just burst into flames? like you are an evil person, bro. Like, jeez. But yeah, I'll say one of mine then. One of mine, Lou Jastro versus Jaden Steems.
That was a good one. That was
a good battle. You ain't listen. It gets top 5 just for the head buddy butt.
Head buddy butt.
You know what I'm saying?
She brought that bar back against Vixen like a month or so after that.
Yeah.
And it was a good bar. I understand when she brought it back.
It was a good ass bar, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that was a good battle. Another one I got on here was, I realized a lot of my list is Danny Myers. So
ain't no wrong with that. He had some ups and downs, but he was on fire for I think the top of the year for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one of his earliest battles this year, Danny Myers versus Tay Rock. was crazy.
Yeah.
That was the battle.
That was when he did the push-ups.
That was the push-ups. That was the stop. Hammer time. That was that battle. Like,
Yes,
he was snapping in that battle.
I ain't gonna hold you. That might be like battle of the year, in my opinion.
That was crazy.
That might be battle of the year. That was definitely the most entertaining battle this year for me.
Yes.
For me.
That battle was wild. There was 3 rounds of just bars. And he's like, he said, that was the hammer time bars. That was just the first round.
Woo.
Just the first round. This nigga different.
Yeah, you ain't never seen a nigga do push-ups in the
middle of a battle, bro. Because he had so much energy, bro. He was too hyped. Yeah. I'm too cold.
I'm too cold. And that was also the birth of the God. Like, bro, that shit. Yeah, that shit was amazing.
Yeah.
My next one will be A Ward versus Geechee Gotti Part 2.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know what I'm saying? I think it came out last year, but we reviewed it this year.
Yeah, we're only talking about that we reviewed this year. So when it came out is irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's only about if we reviewed it this year. That's an important thing I forgot to mention. Thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, it was a good battle, you know what I'm saying? It was even more impressive that it was a good battle and it was a part 2. Meaning they had more stuff to say about each other. You know what I'm saying? And it was still entertaining. And I even give it points for, like I said before, it wasn't a URL battle and it was still good quality.
Yeah.
Because I really do feel like I see a drop in quality or a drop in effort, rather, when people aren't on URL. So, you know, and A Ward's I'll say on my side, he's one of my favorite battlers. You know what I'm saying? So, in Geechee Gotti, we already know the bias that we have for this nigga on this podcast. The show.
Another one I liked was Lou Castro versus Charlie Clips. This was one from earlier in the year, and I just remember this battle being really entertaining. This was a fun one, and this was actually a really good Lou Castro performance. But the issue was he was going up against Charlie Clips, so it just didn't matter. Yeah, this was the one with the Louisiana baby. Like, this Clips just kept freestyling shit, and Lou just had to sit there and just like, damn, bro. You're not done yet.
It was one of those good-looking strikeouts.
Yeah. That was one of my favorites. What you got?
I got A Ward versus Rum Nitty.
That was a good one.
Yeah, it was a another good showing from A Ward. And I think one thing I did like about that battle is I could tell that there was I like when I see battles and like the two battle rappers. They may not be friends, but like there's definitely a lot of positive energy or friendly energy between them, and yet they still deliver on the actual battle. Because I've seen many battles suffer because the actual two battlers are friends or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But with that one, you could tell they was very friendly towards one another, but it's still like they still got their bars off. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So definitely appreciated that.
My next one to bring up is Av versus Danny Myers. Now, I don't know if you remember this one. This was shortly after his Tay-Rock battle. This is the one where Av and Danny Myers, they started the Any Given Sunday card, and they was the perfect opener because Danny had a lot of really hard bars, and had like a 40-bar live video game bars, and then Av was good too. But then in the second, Danny got so hyped, he jumped down into the crowd. He laid down on the ground. He was doing a lot. He was doing a lot in this battle.
That nigga was on coke during that match. that nigga was animated like a motherfucker, boy. That nigga was animated like a motherfucker.
Daddy was doing a lot. It was bad.
That nigga was excited, boy.
Yeah, bro. His energy is just crazy. So yeah, Av versus Danny is one of my favorites.
My next one will be J2 versus Bad News.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Because I was waiting for this nigga to talk about fuck the battle rapper, my nigga. I was waiting for that shit. I was like, yo, this is battle rap. It needs to be disrespectful. I need this nigga to be like, I wouldn't even fuck you, nigga. Like, I needed to hear that energy, you know what I'm saying? And J2 is besides being gay, he's an actual good battle rapper. So it's not just a patronizing thing. Like I feel like he's a good representation of that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna make a good stamp in the leagues and whatnot, and as a battle rapper, and I look forward to more battles from him. You know what I'm saying? And Bad News, I think it was my first time hearing from him, and I also like that he was like, I don't give a fuck about that gay shit. I'm gonna talk about that gay shit, and I'm gonna talk about how many times I'm gonna shoot you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good battle on both sides. I don't think either person held back, and I appreciated that.
That's real. I think my last one that I didn't mention was Fonz versus Danny Myers. Now, Fonz, This is the battle where Fonz started getting booed for a little bit, but then like he started bringing it back. He started getting booed in the second, so then Danny started talking about how bad Fonz was getting booed. So in the third, they stopped booing Fonz and started talking about Danny's wife again. It was like, oh, okay, this nigga kind of good. Like, so talking about this nigga wife is the only way to start respecting you again. Because Fonz had 3 good rounds, but niggas started booing him for a little bit. So then Fonz tried to rebuttal about the boos. It didn't work. He got booed more.
Bro, all right.
That was one of my favorite battles of the year. It was just so funny.
My last one would be Sue Surf versus Cortez. I feel like that was a pretty good showing. You know, it was a good Cortez, which we liked and was surprised by. And like I said before, Sue Surf has kind of been on fire this year. He's been all good performances.
Yeah.
Like Sue Surf has been showing. Sue Surf has been what I want Murder Mook to be. Like he hasn't been battling. He's been battling a little more often than the legends, but like not too often. He's probably like maybe 4 this year, 3 this year.
He battled Cortez. He battled JC. And I think he had one more because I know I looked it up.
Yeah, but he's had like a nice amount of battles this year without going overboard.
Mm-hmm.
But every time he shows up, Jersey, my nigga, you know what I'm saying? Every time he shows up, it's an amazing performance.
He's having a much better year this year than he was last year.
Yeah, for sure.
Last year was a rough year for Sue Surf.
This year he's back. You know
he meant it.
For sure.
He had a good year.
For sure.
I'm double checking to make sure he ain't on no more cards, but it's not a big deal. We said enough about that.
And I got one honorable mention.
Mm-hmm.
Stumbles versus Snake Eyes has been my favorite battle this year. You know what I'm saying?
Why?
Just because the debacle and debauchery and niggatry that has been involved in those two.
Have you seen the Snake Eyes is some new shit with Tay-Rock?
What? No. No.
So Snake Eyes and Tay-Rock apparently don't fuck with each other. They just battled like a couple days ago in our time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's multiple videos of like niggas having to pull them apart in the middle of the battle because this shit was getting so heated. I don't understand what Snake Eyes does to niggas. I
don't know. Niggas be really tight at Snake Eyes.
I don't know.
Niggas don't like that.
Like, I don't understand what it is about Snake Eyes energy that niggas just don't fuck with him.
It's because he's from Harlem. Like New York niggas just know how to make a nigga not like them more than anything. I feel like that's one thing niggas know how to do is like because we're so arrogant of where we are, niggas just will naturally have niggas not like them, and then they take the energy of that and spin it and make it stronger. Instead of like being like, you know what, I'ma chill, they'd be like, oh, you don't like me? All right, well, I'm gonna be even more what you don't like so you don't like me more. Cause you know what? Fuck you, nigga.
I do understand that. If I find a nigga don't like me, I don't stop being me. I'm like, okay.
It makes you worse. It makes you a menace.
Oh yeah, and I know that about me. I know that I do that. I know that I'm aware of that.
Especially just for a reason that you don't even be like, this nigga don't like me because I wear flip flops. All right, nigga. I'm gonna make sure, nigga, it'll be winter time. I'm open to everything, nigga. Mm-hmm. I'm at flip flops on with a shirt that has flip flops printed on it with Hawaiian shorts and shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never seen a nigga look vacation like me, nigga.
Exactly. That's really how I move.
You know what I mean? I'll go to church in slippers, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
So that's our top 5 battles individually. I'm glad to see that you didn't put Head Ice in any of these battles. That's good. Even he actually did do good this year. Remember in Ultimate Madness, he beat Shuni.
Yeah, but it wasn't the top. It wasn't the top to me.
And he did good in that battle against Shuni, even though Shuni was fucking up. He still did all 3 of his rounds well. Yeah. And it was good content.
If it was top 10, he would have made it. But not
you didn't want to mention him in his battle against Big K that we reviewed.
Nah, I'm gonna save him for when we end up doing his review of him versus
me. Anybody old as me? Old D.
That shit was fucking fire though. That shit was fire. I almost put Big K in. I hold you. I almost put Big K. The problem is, well, the ones I liked from Big K, it wasn't a great battle. I just liked him.
It's just that you like him. You want to. Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you.
All right, let's get into the albums.
This one was easy for me.
Yeah, because we didn't really review too many albums this year. Well, that we liked at least. but you know, I got mine.
I'm telling you, bro. When I looked past Heavy Press, I said, "Damn, bro, I can't believe we sat down to review that shit."
Yeah,
I listened to the Heavy Press so many times before that review. I need you to understand. I take our reviews seriously.
You listen to it multiple times.
I listen to these albums multiple times.
40-song project, my nigga. That's 120 songs. For one review.
And the sad thing is, bro, I listened to it so many times and there's so many songs on it. You know, like if I put my Apple Music just to play something random,
They play
it'll start shuffling in the random heavy price shit. Like, no, I don't like this. I listened to it a bunch. That doesn't mean I like it. Wasn't for me. Yeah. Apple, it wasn't for me.
Like,
I had to go ahead.
Button?
I had to go ahead. I had to delete it from my library. I had to say less. Like, I don't like this. Like all that.
Yeah.
But anyway, for me, the best album review this year was Password's Flowers.
Mm-hmm.
It was between Flowers and Big Jersey.
That was mine, Big Jersey.
Oh, so you
Big
did
Jersey
like
too.
Big Jersey 2 was really good.
It was really good. Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah, it definitely showed why like Arsenal is so respected and like he's one of the few battle rappers that gets views. Still not as much respect as he deserves for his music, but he actually does get attention from his music. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he's figuring out the ways to do it. Like, you know, getting the good features and shit, because I hate to say it, if some of these battle rappers be having budgets or whatever, be having names, but they still be trying to get either their homies or other battle rappers as features, and it's like, nigga, no, you need to get your attention elsewhere. Niggas in the battle world know you, and the niggas in the battle world apparently don't want to hear music. So you got to find niggas that want to hear music, and that's what Arsenal did. He had an NLE Chopper feature on there, and so I think he had some other mainstream features on there. He's doing it. He's taking his time and doing it right.
Yeah, and his music is good.
Yeah, you know
we had nothing bad to say about that project.
But Passwords, definitely want to give Passwords, ironically, his flowers, because as somebody that wasn't too privy to Passwords, I never really listened to his battles too much. The album was great, production was great. It was a really good quality album. Yeah, like y'all don't even consider him a battle rapper because that album was just such great quality. You know what I'm saying? It was almost like you know what I'm saying, shout out to the Ichiban Don, you know what I'm saying, like it was like that, almost that level of quality, you know what I'm saying. So if there was ever a category we had for battle rap albums to just be the most quality, I would put him there. Yeah, while Arsenal's my favorite because he just made the shit we like, you know, like even him being from Jersey, he had some Detroit shit on there, he had some trap shit on there. It's the music that we like the most. Yeah, but Password's album was the best, like album, like quality, like different. Even we even said like the beats was awesome, but like how every beat sounded different too. You know what I'm saying? It sounded like every track was intentional. Where it seemed like Arsenal shit was just like he was just in the studio, probably made a bunch of songs, picked the best ones, and the best ones was just good. Yeah, Password was like, all right. He probably was like on some TDE shit. He was like, all right, what's the concept of this shit? You know what I'm saying? We gotta. He didn't have people send him beats. He probably was like, yo, so I like you as a producer, I like you as a producer, y'all just make me some beats. This is the concept. Make it sound like this, you know what I'm saying? Make the beat sound like oranges in the sunset, you know what I'm saying, in California or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he really crafted an album together. And I appreciate that. Yeah.
It was a really well done, well rounded project.
And definitely out of everything we've seen, he's definitely had the #1 cover art.
Yeah, it was really good too. That was really good.
Simple but effective. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Yeah, I mean, what's the next category?
Performance. That's the only one left.
Performance. Now
our performance of the year, with the best performance of the entire year. I know who my answer is, and I don't like my answer, but I have to have it as my answer.
Say your answer. Who's your answer?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna give best performance to Murder Mook in his battle against Geechee. Look, y'all know how much I don't like that nigga. I can't argue that he didn't perform that shit very well.
Bars was so ass.
Were the bars great? No. But was his performance great? Yes. And sadly, his performance is so contingent upon being in New York. Because that same exact performance
anywhere else
would not have worked.
If it was in Jersey, it would have went the way of Cassidy. Niggas probably would have let the first one slide, and then 2 and 3 they'd be like, all right, wait, that's it? Like it ain't gonna get no better? Like, all right. Boo.
I'm telling you. But I gotta give it to him, bro. Like it's just hard for me to say anybody's performance is better. Only nigga who's close to having performances that strong is Danny Myers for me.
I was about to say, I was like, I gotta agree with you, and you know, to make my conscience feel a little better, I'll make an honorable mention to Danny Myers because he also was the first person I seen. He was the first person I seen do push-ups in the battle. He's the second person I seen jump off stage in the battle. You know what I'm saying? It's only second to New Jersey Twerk and Suge leapfrogging on stage.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, definitely we got to give it to Murder Mook, but definitely honorable mention. And I would say a little closer honorable mention, but yeah, Danny Myers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had back-to-back wild ass.
just doing shit, bro. After a certain point, he's like, bro, we don't know what the nigga gonna do no more. So let's honestly, like, they always tell niggas to back up.
Yeah.
But when Danny come out, now for real, actually back up. We don't know what this nigga gonna do today.
Yeah, nigga might do a cartwheel next time.
Yeah, only you want to do a most improved, or because I didn't mention this beforehand. You want to do a most improved if you could think of somebody, because I can actually think of somebody now that I think about it.
Well, for the moment, you say who you
Shotgun Shook has had a
for sure.
great comeback this year.
For sure.
Every battle he's had this year, he's done well. He either beat them or it's been very close. And he bodied Chess on a big stage. Yeah. His battle with Averb was one of the best performances from Averb in years. So he brought out the good Averb, and he did really well himself. It's just he's had a really good year.
Yeah. I have a name to mention. It might be disagreeable or maybe not fit in this category.
You're gonna say Head Ice?
No. I would say Danny Myers, just on the strength of, like, this year was the year where I was like, okay, I see why he's called a bar god.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, other times I'd be like, okay, well, he's definitely fire for sure. Never take that away from him. But I was like, where because he was saying bar god mad years ago.
He's been saying it for a long time now.
I was just like, all right, I don't know about bar god, my nigga. Like, you good. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But he's really come to a place of, like, nah, he's bar god. Like, I think he's really ascended into it, in my opinion.
This was really his year. Like, Danny Myers this year reminded me of K-Shine like two years back. There was a K-Shine was the scariest nigga in the game for like a solid year and a half.
He couldn't miss at one point.
Yeah, and like that's how Danny Myers was this year.
Yeah,
this was easily Danny Myers' year.
And there's very few niggas that reach that level of Super Saiyan, my nigga. Like that's K-Shine, Danny Myers, that's New Jersey Twerk when he don't choke.
Yep.
Like when it's just like, nigga, every because even niggas we like even Geechee Gotti wasn't on that. It hasn't reached that level. He'll
like
close.
Geechee's had years where like he'll arguably win every battle, but like it won't be the type of performance like, yo, this was crazy.
Cause still shit be still arguable.
Yeah.
Against these niggas, ain't nothing to argue about. Ain't nothing to talk about.
No.
You know what I'm saying? So, and even I think you could even almost say maybe Tay Rock and Rum Nitty at one point were like close to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like almost everything they couldn't miss at one point. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Danny.
Yeah. Respect.
That's all I got for our top things from this year in battle rap.
Yeah.
You want to do Artist of the Week or what the fuck do? Make it
Artist
even
of the
bigger.
Year?
Artist of the Year?
Artist of the Year?
I don't know. I don't know if I have an Artist of the Year. I probably do have an Artist of the Year.
If I do an Artist of the Year, it's definitely gonna be biased because it's definitely gonna be somebody I'm listening to now. But let's just do, and we'll do an Artist of the Week.
That's fine. Look, we don't gotta do the most. It's cool.
Yeah, because I ain't even do the research to do an Artist of the Year. Which honestly, actually, if we did do one, it would just be a simple thing of like I would say Lil Baby for Artist of the Year because definitely music wise most improved, killing every verse track. Like I really realized who the fuck Lil Baby was this year. You know what I'm saying? Like the streets always loved him, but now I'm like, nah, this nigga could really rap. Like like he ain't playing with niggas. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do Artist of the Week first.
Mm-hmm.
My Artist of the Week right now is Metro Boomin. I finally got around to listening to Heroes and Villains. The first half is like more, it's not his usual style, the first half, but I think it's really good. It shows a lot of range in his production skills.
Yeah, versatility.
Yeah. Then the second half is that shit I like.
Yeah.
And that half is really good. That's the half that had that Metro Spider. That's a song with Young Thug you heard. Yeah. I'm not even a Young Thug fan. I've said this before and niggas don't understand like how you live in Atlanta for years, I'm not a Thug fan. That's a hard Thug song.
Because he lived in Atlanta. He's not from Atlanta. There's a difference. There's niggas that like, it's like, if you from Atlanta, like some niggas might just be in your DNA, like a Lil Baby, Young Thug. It's just some niggas I'm like, you can fuck with, I'm be like, okay, I understand. But, you know, everybody got their own objective opinions, my nigga. Even I fucked with Young Thug, but like, I had trouble understanding why everybody else liked him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that Young Thug song is a fire Young Thug song.
Metro Spider was hard.
Yeah, and Free Thugger, man. It's just really we the number goes up every other day about somebody else, deciding to cooperate. Which I don't even know what that shit means, low key. I don't know what that shit means because like I just only know snitching and not snitching.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I'm like, if niggas is cooperating, like, just tell me who's going to jail or who's staying in jail because of certain sentences or certain statements.
Mm-hmm.
Like, once I know that, then I could be like, okay, they're labeled a snitch. But I feel like niggas just be so quick to be like, oh, he's telling, just because, niggas. Yeah, when niggas is in the booth and they rapping, they be like, nigga, tell that D suck a dick I get in court. All right, but you ain't gonna do that shit really in court because you will throw your fucking life away.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's be real here. But, it is what it is. I still listen to Gunna. You know what I'm saying? And I'll tell you what, no matter what, even if everybody in this Rico case, cooperates, none of these niggas will ever be as bad as 6ix9ine. You know what I'm saying? None of these niggas will ever tell and then be freaking like arrogant about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I was talking. So what?
You know what I'm saying? That be the shit for me. That'd be the shit for me. I wasn't even mad at a nigga talking because niggas knew he wasn't a gangster for real.
Yeah, it was obvious.
It was when after that shit and then you go defending it, you go talking shit about it, and you go still antagonizing everybody else to get more clout and shit. That's why I don't fuck with. So, I ain't no gangster. I'm a sidewalk nigga. So I don't feel bad listening to Gunna and shit. Even though I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious as hell when they pulled up a Gunna video. He was like, I never told them he was nothing if they locked me and my brothers up. And then immediately after they went to take off saying cap. And it fits so beautifully because he says cap and it looks right in the camera. It was like it was perfect, I swear. You know what I'm saying? But free Thugger.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna say that's my artist of the week. If I was an artist of the year, it's real dicey. It's only 2 niggas in contention for me that I listened to this year that I'm like, y'all, I killed these niggas projects. Maxo Cream with Weight of the World, and then Sam Henshaw as a person. I've listened to his music so much, bro. Like it's just like I really be playing Sam Henshaw a lot. Like, this nigga's amazing.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
So, but if I gotta choose one, it says artist of the year, not artists of the year. Maxwell Cream Weight of the World was one of my favorite albums this year. And I didn't even realize how much I loved it and how much I played it until Apple Music did the wrap up, did the recap thing. And it's like, you listen to this album more than anything else, I said, I really did, huh? Okay.
I'm about to say, that's why I kind of wish my shit would do that for me. Just like let me know who's my most played, which I think my iTunes do that, but I don't got my computer in front of me to know. I think it'd be downloading the information from my phone, so it would let me know. But
yeah, it would.
It is what it is. But I'll say my artist of the week would be I will co-sign that Metro Boomin statement because that album definitely sounds amazing. You know what I'm saying? So Metro Boomin does craft good ass albums.
Bro, Field of Fire. That beat is amazing.
Everything on that, everything was like, it was just a beautifully crafted album.
Yes.
And I feel like that really needs to be said because in these days in times, like, niggas make good collections of projects or good collections of songs. You know what I'm saying? Like, album could be good and it's just a good collection of songs. But then there's niggas that really make albums.
Yes.
And there's a difference. It's like, you almost can't listen to, like a Kendrick. You almost feel weird listening to just the song. You almost want to, you get in the mood to listen to the actual album. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Metro Boomin shit was like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, y'all want to listen to the whole damn thing. You know what I'm saying? But I'll say, and I had to say it's brand new, but like, I really, really like SZA's album. SZA's album is amazing. I feel like it's a perfect, it's just a perfect R&B album. I feel how I feel about this tape, how I felt about Tiana Taylor's tape last year. You know what I'm saying? It's a really, really good R&B project. I don't know what more I could want from it. She even rapped on that shit.
She did,
but like rapped in her own way, like so it was like, it made me like, oh shit, like it made me almost want that more. Because I feel like we have plenty, like, we have plenty male singers that may, rap a little bit, but I'm like, I don't know how many, besides Mary J. Blige, when she wants to be Brooklyn, like how many times we have women that like just kick some bars real quick. You know what I'm saying? And I was even telling my wife, she be kicking like that female honesty, like that a woman can just be on the track and be like, I'm horny. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo.
a lot of her albums is about being horny.
And I respect it. I respect it. I was telling my wife one time, I was like, yo, how come we don't have a song? And this might sound nasty. I'm not trying to sound nasty. I'm really speaking on it. I was like, yo, how come I feel like we don't have a song where a woman just details what it's like going through a period? And I'm just like, you think that would be something that could, like, it's a woman's experience that many women go through. I haven't heard the song, at least. I'm not saying it don't exist.
I can't think of no songs that sound like that either.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't think it don't exist, but it's like, you think it would be out there. Like, yo, this is like, they got plenty of love songs, plenty, heartbreak songs, all that. But it's like, yo, what songs really like just detail, like, yo, I feel like this or I feel like that. And I feel like SZA, while she doesn't have that specifically, she's like, she'll still talk about it. She'll mention words like that. Like, I feel like she's like an artist for women, especially black women. You know what I'm saying? Like, her stream of consciousness, the way she just puts her lyrics together and the melodies are beautiful. I really fuck with SZA. You know what I'm saying?
It was a good album.
I ain't leave too much room to say nobody else, but I will say a few other honorable mentions. I'll just say I fuck with Absol. We're glad you're feeling better and doing better.
Yeah.
Your album is great. It's exactly. I'm almost keeping it like this is what dropped after Control System. You know what I'm saying? Because I really didn't like the other two too much, but and I can't, bro. I almost sometimes I can't even go past the solo. Don't go so hard. Something about that track, him telling himself don't go so hard, and then still casually still killing the track.
Mm-hmm.
It's classic Ab Soul, bro.
He still got it, bro. I'm just glad he still got it, and he's in a better headspace.
I'm glad the nigga eating.
Yeah, finally.
I'm glad the nigga eating.
Because, bro, like, he was really the next up nigga in TDE after Kendrick, and then it just didn't happen. Yeah,
for sure. And I'll throw a little head nod to K Flock. He dropped the DOA tape, parentheses care package. I think it's like a compilation of his tracks that are already out plus some new joints. He's still locked up, so free K Flock. Mm-hmm. And it's really showing me how, with specifically like the Bronx drill, how the sound hasn't really evolved without him, because it really sounds the same as his shit. So it's almost like it makes me not want to listen to anybody else, because unless it's his affiliates, you know what I'm saying? Because niggas will sound the same. Niggas will just sound like they're trying to be him at a certain point. Mm-hmm. But it got some good tracks on there besides the ones I already like. One thing I will say, I like the track with Big 30. Out of Luck.
That's the Big 30.
You know what I'm saying? It's a fire drill track, and it makes me excited for when when he's free. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to K Flock. I think that'll be it. Like, if I mention somebody else, I'm gonna be dick riding. Oh, okay. One last one. Two last ones. Rest in peace, Takeoff. I do want to say that Only Bound for Infinity Links was a really good album.
Yeah,
was a really good album, and I've listened to Her Loss more than probably anything this year. So Her Loss, Drake and 21 Savage, I really like that album. I feel like every song is a banger. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's them at top tier moments. I feel like you would really like that album.
I didn't. I told you I didn't.
Really?
I was on a whole dead end review about how I didn't like it.
I'm surprised because I feel like it's really heavy.
Yeah, remember you told me
rapping.
After it came out that I was tripping for not liking it, and I said I don't care. I said what I said. I didn't like it. I liked the first couple songs, really strong start. Like the first 4 or 5 songs, really strong. I had nothing bad to say about that.
Yeah,
and then just gets into just Drake. It was too much Drake.
I disagree with that. I feel like there was it was a beautiful amount.
It wasn't enough 21.
I feel like more 21 wouldn't hurt.
It would. That's all I was.
But I feel like it was a good amount of 21. It was a cool.
And then like I appreciate 21 going for the Drake vibe at the end. Yeah, like doing the solos. I thought that was cool. And like I'm cool with rapping Drake.
Yeah, that was definitely different.
I'm cool with rapping Drake. But then it's just like the middle of the road Drake is what I didn't like. Like the middle half of the album was like, well, the middle can't be a middle half. The middle part of the album was like, yeah, I don't really like this. Like,
the only album that had a middle half was Heavy Press, my nigga. that shit had a middle half. You know what I'm saying? A semi-final. That shit was a long-ass album.
So yeah, like the first 4 or 5 songs really strong. Then it got into the middle section where we're just Drake and Drake alone. No. Then at the end, we got some versatile rapping Drake. And then at 21, I was cool with that. It just wasn't enough 20. It wasn't enough 21. My really only complaint is it needed more 21. That was it.
I'm not mad at that. But yeah.
I did not love that project. No.
That'll conclude it for me.
That's cool.
So this has been the last Hold It Down podcast of the year.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's been a good year for us and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Big things popping, little things stopping. You know what I'm saying? New things coming. You know what I'm
Word.
saying? And some of you niggas still bumming. You know what I'm saying?
This is true.
We wish y'all niggas would say something. You know what I mean? But we out here doing what we do. Appreciate the audience for sticking by us. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, all y'all niggas that watched the Mike C-Town episode, come back. You know what I'm saying? Come back. Look at this again. You know what I'm saying? Watch this again.
We still do the show.
You know what I'm saying? We're going to start paying that nigga for features or something. We're going to have to do a podcast album like 21. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be 21. We're going to be putting Mike C-Town featuring him. He ain't even on there. He might drop an ad lib or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's funny.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all. We had our highest viewed video, which features on Mike C-Town. You know what I'm saying? We had the 2 battles that we did, versus each other. You know, we
supposed to do more, but you know what I'm saying? Quan been ducking me.
Ain't nobody been ducking shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? These bars is on deck, nigga. You already know. Don't make me do you like Murder Mook in New York, my nigga. It can go down. You know what I'm saying? Or do niggas like Daylight, you know what I'm saying? Have nobody in the room but still get a reaction.
Exactly. How am I getting a reaction?
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody that liked, commented, and subscribed. Everybody in the Discord. We appreciate personally, I'll say a shout out to what's his name? Rapidy Rapper. For Rapidy Rapper for giving us in the Discord, giving all the scoop on the Megan and Tory, you know what I'm saying, situation and whatnot. Mm-hmm. We appreciate that. I'll give a shout out to
Public Enemy B.
Public Enemy B been holding us down. Damn near should be a member at this point. He's been holding us down since day one. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Since the first time I ever seen his name. You know what I'm saying? And Arterial Stover. Arterial Stover has been showing us love. Isn't there? There's one more that I'm forgetting. But he's more prominent in the Discord. I think there's like one more name, but I can't.
I mainly only be talking Public Enemy B and Arterial Stover and Rappy Rapper.
Oh, okay.
I mean, other niggas might show up occasionally, but that's what I really talk to the most.
Yeah, but we definitely appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all help this thing, you know what I'm saying, stay well oiled and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you got any closing statements?
Yeah. I just want to say thank y'all for another great year. Thanks for supporting the show. We really appreciate it. We got a lot of stuff planned for next year. We got a lot more exciting things going on. Now, one last time for the year. Quan, tell them where they can find you.
You can find me at a different IG because I didn't close out the year with the same Instagram. So you can find me at SayQuanOnDaBeat. That's Saquon on the beat. That's my Instagram, and my other social medias you can find me at SayQuand. Yeah, all of them are still the same, but you know they had to get the one thing I use the most. And if you try and holler at some beats, you can find me at SayQuan.beatstars.com. Holla at your boy, you know what I'm saying? I literally just renewed my subscription. Literally, you know what I'm saying? I had to wait until payday and actually lost it for a day or two. Mm-hmm, you know what I'm saying? But you know, because BeatStars is so fire, I still had my account, still can make some sales. You know what I'm saying? I just couldn't upload nothing else for those 2 days. You know what I'm saying? I was busy anyway, so it is what it is. But you know, holla at BeatStars. If you're an upcoming producer, you know, I recommend it. Get you a BeatStars account. You know what I'm saying? Do some collabs in there. It's a really good advertisement. Mind you, this is not an ad, and I guarantee it's not an ad because I'm nowhere near big enough for them niggas to come by my door and have me sponsor them niggas. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's been a good year. We appreciate y'all. Appreciate everybody that came and bought a beat for me. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody that, you know, been tuning in. You know what I mean? On all platforms. If you see us with the Dead End people, you know what I'm saying? With Pot a Lot Records, you know what I'm saying? The label. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? If people that's been supporting Dead End Games, you know what I'm saying? DEG and DEW while we're at it.
Yep, shout out DEW.
You know what I'm saying? We out here. It's been a wonderful year. You know what I mean? We still in the kitchen with it.
Still in the kitchen. What are you gonna ask where they can find me at, Quan? You said everything but you said everything but that. You over there saying everything but that. You over there finding new shit to talk about. Yeah, shout out to these niggas, shout out to them niggas also. Shout out to my mom for having me. Like, niggas ain't no fucking acceptance speech. Just tell niggas where they can find you at, and then throw this shit to me. Damn.
Cause niggas ain't trying to find you. No way, nigga. What? You know what I'm saying? Where can they find you at, Bloody?
If you want to talk to me, all my socials are the same. You know, I kept it simple this year. I didn't get got. I was able to remain me from beginning to end of the year.
It's only a matter of time.
So you hit me up at Now Bloodbath. Talk to me. I talk back. That's all my socials are the same. So yeah. Everything he said was correct, though. Thank y'all for everything y'all have done this year. Hopefully, we do more next year. And one last time, remember to tell a friend to tell a friend.
And tell a bitch to tell a hoe.
Remember, the South gonna hold it down.
Pip, pip, dilly do, niggas.